SNS and depression. Social media, which is called social networking service, or SNS in Korea, helps us to connect with other people wherever you are. We can use it to find people and chat with them. It is very useful and helpful for sure. Please raise your hand if you have never used Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. According to the survey, the number of SNS users is 1/5 of the world's population, and the users are still increasing. Social media must be one of the blessings to our generation, but on the other hand, it is also adverse effects. Many research papers have found that social media can lead to depression, anxiety, concentration difficulty, and various physical illnesses, as well as core addiction symptoms such as withdrawal and intolerance. Famous research has been done to examine the link between SNS and feelings is called FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out. It's a feeling of fear that comes from prolonged social media use. The surprising thing is that every conclusion of the research found out that the social media caused more depression than the people who aren't using. Some famous celebrities and CEOs don't use SNS because they say that they might get damage from what they post and what others post about them. Sully, whose real name is Chae Jin-ri, was of a growing number of female South Korean singers and actors to have been targeted by online editorial, often from anonymous male fans enraged by their idols' refusal to conform to social norms. From these cases, we have to try to stop communicating by thumbs and keep talking face to face for real and warm relationship. Thank you for listening.